Hello dear students, this is Dr. Lata Kumari GN, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics. I think this is your first mathematics class. Welcome to the journey of BCA. Dear students, 3 to 4 members of our department will handle your paper Discrete Mathematics. One of us will give syllabus and discuss the question paper pattern in the coming classes. We know your journey this year will be different, but we all will be with you. Whenever you have doubts, feel free to ask us. All the best, my dear students. ಅರಿಸ್ಟಾಟಲ್ನ ಒಂದು ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಕೇಳಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೆಲ್ ಬಿಗಿನ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡನ್. ಸೊ ಮೈ ಡಿಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟಾಸ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ ಎ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್. Okay, so in my first lecture, I will discuss some basic concepts of set theory. First, let me give you the definition of set. I think you are all familiar with the definition of set. Let me repeat again. Set is a collection of well-defined objects. What do you mean by well-defined? Well-defined means given an object, it must be possible to predict that whether the object belongs to the set or not. Right? Usually the sets are represented by capital letters and elements of the set are represented by small letters. Here are some examples of set. A is equal to 1, 2, 3. B is equal to 1, 2, 3, etc. etc. C is equal to 1, -1. Similarly, set of all students of first BCA, set of all girls of first BCA, set of all students of Government Science College, set of all colleges of Karnataka State, set of all states of India. Like that, many examples can be given. There are two ways of representing a set. One is roster method, or it is also called as tabulation method, and another one is rule method, or it is also called as set builder form. In roster method, all the elements of the set are listed, whereas in rule method, we specify the set by stating a characteristic property. You can see in this example, here I have represented A in two forms. In the first form, all the elements are listed, whereas in the second form, just a statement is written. This is nothing but roster form or tabulation method where all the elements are listed, and this is nothing but rule method or set builder form where the set is specified by stating a characteristic property. These are two ways of representing a set. In this set also, this is rule method, whereas this is tabulation method or roster method. Okay students, now let us see some symbols which we use in set theory. First one, n, set of natural numbers, z, set of integers, q, set of rationals, r, set of real numbers. For all, this symbol stands for all. This symbol stands for there exist. This symbol stands for belongs to. This symbol stands for does not belongs to. Subset. Next one, proper subset. See, 2 is an element of A. This we write mathematically as 2 belongs to A. 4 is not an element of set A. Thus we write mathematically as 4 does not belongs to A. Okay. Next we shall see some types of set. First, empty set. It is also called as void set or null set. Usually empty set is denoted by the symbol pi. Pi always denotes null set or empty set. What do you mean by empty set? Empty set is a set which has no elements. The set containing no elements is called empty set. Okay. Next set is singleton set. Singleton set means set containing only single element or only one element is called singleton set. Next, finite set. set containing finite number of elements, or a set A is said to be finite if order of A is finite. Next, infinite set. A set containing infinite number of elements, or set A is said to be infinite if order of A is infinite. You can see in these examples. See, in this example, this set has only 3 elements. Order of A is 3, which is finite. So this is an example for finite set. See this example. Here, this set has infinite number of elements and order of B is infinite, and this is an example for infinite set, right? Next set is equivalent sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equivalent if order of A is equal to order of B. If number of elements of A are equal to number of elements of B, then A and B are said to be equivalent sets. Next type is equal sets. Two sets A and B are said to be equal if order of A is equal to order of B and A is equal to B. See, in this case, number of elements in A must be equal to number of elements in B. Also, the elements should be same. Then only the two sets A and B are said to be equal. We shall see in the next lecture, students. Thank you.